You call it liquid gold. You use it to protect your heart. You trust it. But 99% of people over 60 are using it the wrong way, turning this protector into an inflammatory poison right in your own kitchen. For decades, you've been told one simple rule: choose olive oil. It's the heart of the Mediterranean diet, proven to lower bad cholesterol and fight inflammation. But this simple advice has hidden a complicated and dangerous truth. The olive oil industry is notoriously corrupt. Major studies have repeatedly shown that a shocking percentage of extra virgin olive oil sold in U.S. supermarkets isn't what it claims to be. It's often diluted with cheap inflammatory seed oils like soybean or sunflower oil. You think you're buying a health food, but you're actually paying a premium for the very thing you're trying to avoid. And what if you do get a real bottle? The second danger begins the moment you open it: oxidation. Olive oil is delicate. It's essentially a fruit juice, and like any juice, it goes bad. Its greatest enemies are light, heat, and air. These three things attack those powerful heart-protecting polyphenols and turn them into pro-inflammatory compounds. That bottle of liquid gold sitting on your counter right now might not be the protector you paid for. It might be rancid. It might be fake. And this healthy choice could be silently stressing your body. The question is, how do you tell the difference? Today, we are going to expose the 5 most dangerous olive oil mistakes. And you must stay with me until the very end, because the 5th mistake reveals a silent, dangerous interaction with a common medication that almost no one knows about. Let's start with the mistake that turns your superfood toxic. Mistake number 1. You use your most expensive, high-quality, extra virgin olive oil for high-heat cooking. You use it to sear your steak, fry your eggs, or stir-fry your vegetables. It feels like the healthiest possible choice. In reality, it is one of the most dangerous. This all comes down to a critical term: the smoke point. The extra virgin in EVOO means it's unrefined, it's raw, it's packed with those wonderful, delicate polyphenols and nutrients that we want. But because they are delicate, they are fragile. They cannot take the heat. Extra virgin olive oil has a relatively low smoke point, around 350 to 410 degrees Fahrenheit. Your average frying pan easily surpasses that, often reaching 450 degrees or more. The moment that beautiful, expensive oil starts to smoke, you are no longer cooking. You are performing a dangerous chemical reaction. First, you are destroying every single health benefit you paid for. Those healthy polyphenols are the first to be obliterated. But it gets far worse. The oil itself begins to oxidize. This oxidation releases a flood of free radicals, and it creates a specific toxic compound called acrolein. This is the same harsh, stinging chemical found in cigarette smoke. It's the compound that stings your eyes and makes you cough when the pan gets too hot. You aren't just burning the oil. You are creating an inflammatory toxin that you and your family are breathing in, and then coating your healthy food with it. The fix is incredibly simple, and it will actually save you money. Treat your expensive extra virgin olive oil like a finishing oil, not a cooking oil. It is a condiment. Drizzle it on salads. Pour it over pasta after it's cooked. Dip your bread in it. Use it cold. When you need to cook, when you need high heat, you use regular olive oil or light olive oil. These oils have been refined, which removes those delicate compounds, giving them a much higher smoke point, up to 470 degrees. They are safer for cooking, and they are much cheaper. You've been using your best oil to do the worst thing. Mistake number 2. You store your olive oil on the counter right next to the stove. I know why. It's convenient. You reach for it every single day. But what you've gained in convenience, you have lost in health. That bottle sitting next to your stove is in a war zone, and it is losing. Remember the 3 enemies of olive oil? Heat, light, and air? Your kitchen counter is flooded with all 3. The spot next to your stove is the absolute worst place in your entire home. It's constantly bathed in radiant heat from the burners and the oven, even when not in use. Every time you cook, you are slowly preheating your oil, accelerating its decay. This constant, gentle heat does one thing. It makes the oil go rancid, fast. And here is the part that should make you regret that choice. Rancid oil is not just useless, it is actively harmful. Those powerful anti-inflammatory polyphenols? They're gone. They have been replaced by compounds that are pro-inflammatory. That heart-healthy oil you're pouring over your salad is now creating inflammation in your body, stressing your arteries, and doing the exact opposite of what you paid for. The fix is urgent. Right after you finish this video, I want you to take that bottle and move it. Olive oil belongs in a cool, dark place. A pantry, a cabinet, a cupboard, anywhere away from light and heat. And never, ever buy olive oil in a clear plastic or glass bottle. You are paying for a dead product. Mistake number 3, and this one should make you angry. There is a very high chance the extra virgin olive oil on your shelf right now is a complete fake. For years, investigations have exposed the massive fraud in this industry. A landmark study from UC Davis found that over 70% of imported olive oils labeled extra virgin failed to meet the standard. 70%! What does that mean? It means you are being scammed. These companies are taking your money, which you spend to protect your health, and they are giving you a worthless product. These fake oils are often diluted with cheap industrial-grade seed oils like soybean oil, canola oil, or sunflower oil. Oils that are high in inflammatory omega-6 fats. You are paying a premium price for the very oils you are trying to avoid. You are buying a bottle of inflammation. It is a disgrace, and it is happening in almost every supermarket. But here is where the power shifts back to you. You don't have to be a victim of this scam. You just have to learn how to read the secret code on the bottle that they don't want you to see. From now on, when you buy olive oil, you are going to be a detective. First, you look at the bottle itself. If it is in a clear plastic or clear glass bottle, put it down. You already know light is the enemy, and that company doesn't care. Only buy oil in a dark, opaque glass bottle. Second, look for a seal of quality. A third-party certification like the COOC seal if it's from California. This is an independent stamp that verifies it is real. And third, this is the most important secret. Ignore the best buy date. That date is a meaningless marketing guess. You are looking for one thing, the harvest date or pressed on date. Olive oil is a fruit juice. It is not wine. It does not get better with age. It only gets worse. You must buy the freshest oil possible. If that bottle does not have the integrity to tell you when the olives were harvested, usually within the last 12 to 18 months, it is hiding something. Put it back. Now you know the code. Now you have the control. Mistake number 4. The calorie trap. You've done everything right. You swapped out those creamy high-sugar dressings for healthy olive oil. You're eating big salads every single day. But for some reason, the scale isn't moving. Or worse, it's actually creeping up. You're frustrated. You're confused. You ask yourself, how can I possibly be gaining weight when I'm eating salads? Here is your answer. Because you believe it's a good fat, you use it with abandon. You don't measure, you just pour. But here is the shocking truth that most people conveniently ignore. Healthy fat does not mean low calorie. In fact, fat is the most calorie-dense nutrient on the planet. One single tablespoon of olive oil has 120 calories. Let that sink in. The healthy salad you made for dinner after you generously poured that oil likely had more calories than a glazed donut. The light vegetables you sautéed, that was an extra 360 calories you didn't even count. You haven't been failing your diet. You've just been tricked by the word healthy. The fix is immediate. Get out your measuring spoon. 1 tablespoon is the serving, not the bottle. Finally, mistake number 5. This is the one I warned you about at the beginning. It's the mistake that goes beyond calories or fake labels. This is a silent, dangerous medical interaction. Millions of seniors over 60 are currently taking a blood-thinning medication like warfarin, also known as Coumadin, or even a daily aspirin regimen to protect their heart. These medications are critical. But olive oil, just like the walnuts we discussed in another video, contains compounds that also have a mild blood-thinning effect. In isolation, this is a wonderful, healthy benefit. But when you stack these things together, a fish oil supplement in the morning, a large olive oil dressing at lunch, and then your prescribed medication in the evening, you are creating a dangerous stacking effect. You could be unknowingly over-thinning your blood, dramatically increasing your risk for serious bruising or a dangerous internal bleeding event. This is not a food problem, it's a chemistry problem. If you are on any blood-thinning medication, you must talk to your doctor about your olive oil consumption. It is not a free food. It is a biologically active compound that must be balanced with your medicine. It sounds terrifying, but I promise you, the solution is simple. You don't have to fear your food. You just have to be smart. From now on, I want you to remember my simple 3S golden rule for olive oil. First, select. Select the right oil for the job. That means extra virgin in a dark bottle with a recent harvest date for cold food only, and a cheaper refined light olive oil for hot cooking. Second, store. Store it correctly in a cool, dark cabinet, never, ever next to the stove. Third, serve. Serve the right amount. 1 measured tablespoon, not a flood. And if you're on medication, serve yourself safely by speaking with your doctor. You are now in control. If this video helped you, tap that like button and subscribe. And join me next week as we expose the 5 healthy milk mistakes that could actually be harming your bones.